Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sending Positive Vibes. I'm sorry for the long break. I didn't mean it to be that way, but there are always lots of background noises going on here in Ghana, whether it be the churches or the masjids or just my grandma in general. Like right now, she's not home. I'm thankful she might come home, but she just doesn't understand what I do, whether it's working on my computer or doing this. Like, she just doesn't get it. She lives in a completely different era where they didn't have these things and it's all new to her. So she'll be calling my name, or she'll turn on her radio, or she'll turn on the TV, or she'll just be making noises in the background. And that's not the best when it comes to podcasting. I know I'm not a professional, but all these noises and stuff really just, it's not nice to listen to, because I listen to podcasts myself. I put on like headphones, or if I'm driving, I mean, I don't have a car here in Ghana, but if I'm driving down the road, I'll be listening to it, and you could hear all the little background noises, and it kind of sucks. So I'm sorry, bear with me, but welcome to another episode of Sending Positive Vibes. I'm glad you guys are here today. It's been a while. I've had a lot I want to talk about. I've had a lot of things going through my mind. I've been here in Ghana for 5 months now. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out my life. I'm just trying to see where the wind takes me, what ideas come up with what I could do with the rest of my life, because life, even though it's so short, is so long, and you have to do something. You can't just sit around and be lazy. You have to try and be a contributing member of society. Well, that's what they tell you. I feel like everyone should be a contributing member of society and not just consume from society. At least if you're gonna take something, give something back. That's just the way. That's the way I think it goes. That's the way I think it should go. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find what I can give, where my piece of the puzzle fits, and that's what I'm trying to do here in Ghana. But being here in Ghana has made me realize that, sorry if my voice, by the way, is a little stuffy. I have a little cold. My nose is a little stuffy, so I don't know. Maybe I sound like Batman, but I definitely know I sound stuffy. So, but at least for getting the recording done, that's all we have to be thankful for. But the one thing I learned in moving to Ghana and in like just trying to become a better person is that you can't just keep living in the past. That's one thing I struggled with when I was in the States, is living in the past. That's one thing I still struggle with, especially with social media, and you can like literally see your past in your phone in the palm of your hands, and then you remember it so vividly, like how much of a good time you had. Imagine you went on a vacation in 2017 with your best buddies to California. That's what I did. This is a personal story. We planned this trip. We planned it so much. We were like, oh, we're going to go here, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And then we planned out all the logistics. And then at the end of high school, when we graduated, we finally went. Excuse me. Sorry. uh, we finally went to California, and it was a good time. Everything. Excuse me. I'm back. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Um, like I was saying, we went to California and everything went smoothly. And then it was a good time. It was the first time we all went on a trip together to California. It wasn't my first time in California, but it was my first time like going on a trip with all my friends, and it was a good time. And then in 2018, we were like, let's go to California again. And that's where the problem lies. It's because we were living in the past. We had such a good time previously. We thought instead of going to try somewhere new, we should just relive basically the same moments we had. And that's kind of the problem with being able to see all your pictures and stuff, because you remember how good of a time it was. And then we went back to California, back to Los Angeles, and it just wasn't as good the second time. It was still fun because it was out of our hometown and we still did like a few different things, but it was like we were trying to rehash the old memories and rehash the fun we already had, instead of like trying to see if even another place was good. Like sometimes, you go to another place, you don't know if it's going to be good or not. But that's what life is about. It's about trying new things. Because if we went to another place, it could have been like 10 times better than Los Angeles, but we would have never known because we already knew what we knew and we were comfortable with it. But like it just wasn't the same top tier experience as our first time was. And so it wasn't a bad time. It just wasn't the same. It wasn't as much fun. Not at all. And then whenever you see Snapchat memories of a place you already went, you're like, oh shoot, I want to go back there. But why do you want to go back there when there are literally millions of other places in the world to explore? And so I just think, me, myself included, we gotta stop living in the past. The past was fun, but we gotta let it be fun. And then we gotta go chase another fun. Even if it's hard to replan a whole new trip to a place you haven't been, like we planned that trip out to Los Angeles, and that was like something new that we've never done. So you just got to keep doing new things that you've never done to have some great experiences, because like there are other places. Like imagine if we planned a trip to Hawaii. I bet me and my friends could have pulled off a trip to Hawaii. That would have been a good time. But like we already had in our minds what we already knew was fun because we were living in the past. That's what we gotta stop doing, living in the past. I'm sorry for this rushed episode. I don't want my grandma to come home, and I know they're gonna turn on the speakers uh, at my local masjid here in a second. And I just wanted to get this episode out. I wanted to say hello to you guys, and I wanted you to know that I haven't given up on the podcast. It's just there are lots of things that I can't control. If I was like at home in my room, I have a nice setup in my room. It would be the sound could be controlled, but like there are lots of factors here that I can't control, and I kind of just have to work with. So please stay tuned. I can't say every Wednesday now. Every time I have the opportunity to make a podcast, I will. Thank you for listening. If you're not following me on TikTok, follow me at saho.a, and on Instagram at Ahmed Saho. At Ahmed Saho, not .com, just Ahmed Saho. And thank you. Talk to you guys later.